Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
The number of sex crimes committed on college campuses has nearly tripled over the last decade. That's according to a new federal education study that tracked sexual assaults reported to police or campus security. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke with a young Fargo woman who says she was raped a couple weeks ago and wants to encourage other victims to be courageous and speak up.
I have cut a lot of people out of my life. Nobody really understands.
A woman who doesn't want to be identified, afraid it might hurt the investigation, says one night changed her life forever.
It's just tough.
She says it all began when she was working at the mall. A man hung around often to talk to her.
He had a charm about him that you would think that he was just, a normal, average, everyday guy.
Reluctant at first, she agreed to hang out, but says she told him no when he tried to make a move on her.
He went and grabbed a condom and just forced himself into me, and I didn't really have a choice to do anything. I kept telling him no, I didn't want to do this, and I got really teary-eyed and tears started coming down my face, and he didn't really seem to care.
She reported it to police, but says the hardest part is that the man she says attacked her is still out in the community and fears he's done it to someone else.
It can happen no matter where you are. If it's your friend and acquaintance at a party, it doesn't matter who it is, it can happen. And people just don't take that into consideration. They just look at you like you're to blame, oh, well, you went and hung out with him, so it's your own fault, you asked for it.
While difficult, she says coming forward is the right thing to do.
Life goes on and things are going to get better. It's not going to suck forever. I mean, they don't deserve to live a happy life while you sit here and have nightmares and struggles thinking about it every day.
While it feels like nothing will ever be the same, she wants to share her glimmer of hope.
You're going to need the help. They will give you help.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
If you or someone you know has experienced a life crisis, there is help in the area. You can call the number at the bottom of your screen for 24-hour help, 701-293-7273, or log on to our website, valleynewslive.com, for more resources. We're getting new information about a story we first brought you last night. The Beltrami County Sheriff's Office has now identified the body found in Lake Bemidji as 54-year-old Lonnie Dubois of Bemidji. Deputies were called out to Paul Bunyan Park yesterday afternoon. They say the investigation is still ongoing and they are trying to determine the cause and manner of death. The body was being sent to the Beltrami County coroner for an autopsy. Fargo police are investigating an unattended death in North Fargo. It happened at 1024 North Broadway this afternoon. Deputy Chief Joe Anderson says the body has been sent in for an autopsy to determine the cause of death. A three-vehicle crash in Lakes Country left 2 people injured, including a Detroit Lakes teenager. It happened on Highway 34 in Becker County. A 17-year-old girl was heading west on Highway 34 and was waiting to make a left turn when another car driven by 19-year-old Sheldon Belmer of Detroit Lakes rear-ended her. That caused the girl's car to be pushed out, and she hit a third car driven by 60-year-old Robert Bachman of Rochford, Minnesota. Both the 17-year-old and Belmer were taken to Essentia Health to be treated for their injuries. Bachman was not hurt. Emergency crews responded to a crash on I-94 where an adult and an infant were hurt. It happened in the westbound lane just east of 45th Street South, just before rush hour. The crash caused major traffic backups on the interstate for nearly an hour. There's no word yet on the condition of the people hurt. Some parents are not happy a northern school isn't doing more to address a cockroach infestation. The Roseau superintendent says since around mid-April, a cockroach problem has been plaguing the school. The issue started in the elementary wing of the K-12 school. Administrators say they sprayed in that part of the school, but it hasn't eradicated the bugs yet. Some parents want them to close the school and spray the entire building.
I don't want cockroaches at my house. Could you imagine? I mean, seriously.
The superintendent says the Minnesota Health Department considers cockroaches a nuisance, but according to the World Health Organization, they can spread disease. Tuesday night means we've cooked up another restaurant report card for you. Tonight's Clean Plate Award winner is Boulevard Pub in West Fargo. The modern restaurant is known for good food and a friendly staff. Their co-owner and general manager shares their secret behind keeping the place spotless and in line with health code regulations.
It's definitely a group effort. The kitchen does a great job of working clean. You know, the bartenders and servers, they're always cleaning. The cleaners that come in and clean the building do a great job. It's, like I said, it's a group effort.
Some restaurants in Fargo with critical violations include Dolly Down Bar and Grill, Jade Dragon Restaurant, and Space Aliens Grill and Bar. To see what their violations are, go to valleynewslive.com, and that's where we've posted the full inspection reports for all of tonight's restaurants. Lawmakers will not come back to Bismarck to override one of Governor Doug Burgum's vetoes that he signed after the session ended. Some rural lawmakers were upset when Burgum vetoed a bill that would have provided $10,000 of oil money to each non-oil producing township, to the tune of more than $16 million. Burgum said the appropriation was an arbitrary and inefficient use of scarce financial resources. Click it or ticket. We've come to know that phrase for what it is, a warning. Either wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket. But now the North Dakota Department of Transportation has a new tool to encourage you to strap on your seatbelt. Valley News Team's Marcy Marbut explains.
Virtual reality is the most new and exciting way for people to enjoy video games with a 360 view. But now it's being used by the North Dakota DOT for seatbelt awareness.
After you are wearing these goggles and seeing a motor vehicle crash and what all takes place, it kind of gives you an eerie feeling that I don't want this to happen to me.
They're helping people experience a crash without actually being physically hurt.
It really shows you what can happen in a motor vehicle crash. It really puts it in real life perspective.
The person viewing the video is the driver and gets a harsh but real look at what happens when you or your friends don't buckle up. Some students we spoke with said that the virtual reality video speaks more to them than just the click it or ticket phrase.
Actually, seeing it would probably be a lot more impacting than just being like, oh, wear your seatbelt. So.
North Dakota DOT is using this technology to their advantage and hopefully saving lives in the long run.
We hope that no one ever has to be in a motor vehicle crash, but this will allow you to experience what it would be like and why you should wear your seatbelts.
Marcy Marbut, Valley News Live.
The North Dakota DOT says that 58% of motor vehicle fatalities in the state involve people who are not wearing their seatbelts. If you would like to experience the virtual reality goggles, you can contact the DOT and they'll loan them to you for free. Fargo Park District is hosting 12 events at various parks throughout the summer. Tonight was the first event at Madison Park in North Fargo. People gathered to enjoy free food, music, and face painting. The next party in the park will be May 23rd at Lewis and Clark Park in South Fargo. For more information, you can visit fargoparks.com.